Hi, at this video we will be demonstrating Mk10 using a spot sampler ALS1089. It's 1 liter stainless steel spot sampler. As you can see here, this sampler is open. I close it and I can close the latches. And the device is ready to be used. Before I do so, I will describe briefly the components of this device. We have at the top the casing enclosing the reel with a 30 or 40 meter tape. At the left hand side here we have the counter. Here we have a handle, the winding arm. As we go down, we have at the right hand side the pressure release pump, which we use when our tank is pressurized with inner gas or safe blanket gas. When we retrieve the sampler, we just lift it up to release the pressure we have in the barrel of the winder. Here in the center we have this knob, which is a locking pin, and we use it only when we do spot samples, when we take spot samples using the ALS1089, and we need that so when we retrieve the sampler, it keeps the sampler open while we take the sample. So we will demonstrate that in a few minutes. Down here we have this device, which is a system that enables us to take the sample directly from the sampler without causing any contamination. And I can explain to you quickly here. We can release it, lifting this spout up, and it comes down and locates itself under the sampler, and by pressing this one down we take the sample. So we close it now, we open the valve, wait there about 10-15 seconds, depending also on the viscosity of the product. Remember, we have here a wiper that we can wipe the tape as we wind the sampler in. We close the main valve. We release the pressure before we take the sample. We push this knob in and we leave it in. We release the spout, lift the window up, and we take the sample. As I do that, remember, we never close the spout in this way, because closing it this way or holding it this way, we might stop the air coming from the bottle. The sample is taken. We can release the knob, and then at this stage, I can show you here, the sampler is still open. So, if we release the knob, push the sampler upwards, you can see it was pushed up, the sampler is closed, so we don't have to touch the sample. And we are ready to sample the next step.